Welcome back to Making Algebra Fun. Today's topic is graphing linear inequalities. So in our last video, we talked about how to graph a linear equation, and we worked on two methods, and one of them was using slope and y-intercept. So we'll find that we're going to use that again today, and there'll be a few extra steps that we have to take due to the fact that it's an inequality. Let's begin as though we're an equation and look at this inequality that's given to us and notice how it is in slope-intercept form. What we need to do is begin by plotting the y-intercept. And you can see that that's the b value here, so that would be 3. So we put a point on the y-axis at 3. Next, we use the slope to find a second point. So in this example, the slope is 3/4, and that tells us to go up 3 to the right 4. So there's a second point. Now, if this were an equation, we would just draw the line, but given that it's an inequality, we have to determine whether we're going to use a solid line or a dashed line. And the way we do that is by looking at the inequality symbol. Greater than or less than will produce a dashed line, and if you have the or equal to option, you'll make it solid. So in this case, you can see it's just greater than, and just greater than is a dashed line. So you take that line, you make sure you dash it. And then the second thing we have to do is determine which side we're going to shade. Now, you can do this by choosing a test point. Any point will work as long as it's not a point on the line. I like to use 0, 0 because it makes my math easy. So if 0, 0 is not a point on the line, I always use that one. Again, you can use any point that's not on the line. What I'm trying to do is determine if the side with this point is the side where my solutions are, or if it's the other side. So what I need to do is sub in 0, 0. Both values are 0, the x and the y, so you can see I replace them both with 0. And so the left will be 0, and then on the right I have 3/4 times 0, which is 0, plus 3, which is 3. Now, the statement that I get is false. 0 is not greater than 3. So what that means is this is not a solution. And so therefore my solutions are on the other side of the line. So I shade the left side of the line. Okay, let's do it again. Here's another example. It's still in slope-intercept form. So we begin by graphing using the slope and the y-intercept. Y-intercept in this case is 1, and my slope is 2/3. So that means go up 2 to the right 3 from that first point. Now, we need to determine if we're making a solid or a dashed line based on the inequality sign that we have. So once again, greater than or less than will produce a dashed line. If you have an or equal to option, you will make a solid line. In this case, we do have that or equal to option. So we're going to make a straight line, solid, straight through those points. And then the second thing we have to do is determine which side we're going to shade. And again, I'm going to pick 0, 0 just because it's a point that's not on the line. And so it makes my math easy because I get to plug in 0 for x and 0 for y. And you'll see 2/3 times 0 is 0. 0 plus 1 is 1. So the statement I ended up with this time is 0 is less than or equal to 1, and that is true. And that means the point that I just tested is a solution. So the side with that 0, 0 is the side that I will shade. Okay, so this time I'm going to shade this entire side. And that'll do it. So I appreciate it if you like this video and you learned something. If you can hit the like button, subscribe if you want more math videos, and thanks for watching.